Welcome to Multiple Choice Questions, Part 6. Before answering these questions, please follow these steps. Listen to the questions and options. Pause the video. Then try to arrive at the correct answer all by yourself. Play the video. Compare your answer with the answer given in the video. This will help you to improve yourself a lot in answering the multiple choice questions. Well, now we shall go inside the question and answer session. The first question is, for a linear demand curve, which of the following is true? Options. Elasticity of demand is unity at all points. Elasticity of demand is constant at all points. Elasticity increases as one slides down the demand curve. Elasticity decreases as one slides down the demand curve. Before attempting an answer, think of the graph, the straight line demand curve, and the way in which we have measured elasticity along its length. AD is a straight line demand curve. It is a linear curve. As we slide down from point A to D, the elasticity of demand falls. Look at the point A. Elasticity is infinite. Below the point A and above the point M, in the segment AM, elasticity is greater than 1. Exactly at the midpoint M, elasticity is unitary. Below the midpoint between M and D, elasticity is less than 1. At point D, elasticity is equal to 0. Very often questions are asked about this point method. Try to master it. It's so simple to answer. Now we shall once again look at the options. Elasticity decreases as one slides down the demand curve is the correct answer. See, when we move down from point A to D, the elasticity falls continuously. So, option D is correct. Next question. In the context of a straight line demand curve touching both the axes, which one of the following is correct? The demand is elastic below the midpoint, above the midpoint, at the midpoint of the curve, throughout the length of the demand curve. This question is also based on the geometric method or point method. So, you have to think of the same graph once again. In which part of the demand curve the demand is elastic? Of course, in the segment AM, the demand is elastic. So your answer should be, at the midpoint of the curve, the elasticity is unitary. Below the midpoint, elasticity is less than 1. Throughout the length of the demand curve, elasticity varies. So the correct option is above the midpoint. This is the correct answer. So above the midpoint, in the segment AM, the elasticity is greater than 1. Demand is elastic. Well, the next question. In the given diagram, if IC represents income consumption curve, then it means that options, only X is an inferior good, only Y is an inferior good, both X and Y are inferior goods, X is a normal good. IC represents the income consumption curve. It is backward bending. So it is needless to say good X is inferior. Please refer my discussion on income consumption curve. Option A is correct. Only X is an inferior good. In the above diagram, the consumer surplus is represented by the area. Options, triangle PCE, triangle APE, triangle ACE, rectangle OPEQ. We know pretty well from the graph APE is the consumer surplus. Look for that answer. Option B is correct. Triangle APE. This is consumer surplus. It's a very simple question to answer. Which of the following is inferior good? Kerosene, cooking gas, electricity, chemical fertilizers. Of course, kerosene. As the income of the consumer increases, he will go for some higher technology in cooking. He can go for micro oven or gas or anything like that. So, kerosene is the inferior good. Good. Next. Given the demand function as P equal to 1 by 4 Q power negative half, consumer surplus at Q equal to 25 is options 1.12, 1.25, 1, 0.5. Already I uploaded a video on this question. So I think I need not discuss the answer. The way of getting the answer once again, please refer that video. The video link is given in the description. Please refer. The correct answer is B, 1.25. This is consumer surplus. Given the demand function as P equal to 20 minus 2Q, the marginal and average revenues respectively at Q equal to 3 are options 6 and 2, 7 and 12, 8 and 14, 11 and 15. Before answering this question, please look at this video clip. This will help you to find the answer. Demand function is given. We have to find the value of average revenue and marginal revenue when output Q equal to 3. Demand function is the same as average revenue function. Substitute Q equal to 3 in the function. Average revenue is 14 rupees. We can derive marginal revenue function from average revenue function. Slope of marginal revenue is twice that of the slope of average revenue function. The coefficient of Q, 2, in the average revenue function is the slope. Then the slope of marginal revenue function is 2 times 2, 4. Marginal revenue function is MR equal to 20 minus 4Q. Substitute Q equal to 3 in MR function. MR is 8 rupees. Thus, we can easily find out the values of average revenue and marginal revenue for a given output from the demand function. Well, the clip suggests option C is correct. Marginal revenue 8 rupees, average revenue 14 rupees. The next question. Match the following. 2 lists are given. You have to match the 2 lists, the options. Now we shall try to match these 2 lists. We shall go one by one. A. Cardinal approach. It shall be associated with Alfred Marshall. Then A2. Look for this match where it appears in the given options A and C. In these 2 options, this finds a place. So, any one of these 2 must be the answer. We shall straight away reject B and D. Well, we shall go to the next item in the list. Indifference curve. J.R. Hicks. B is matched with 3. So it is there in option C. So there is a high possibility for C to be the correct answer. Anyway, we shall go ahead. Revealed preference approach. P. A. Samuelson. C with 4. Yes, it is there in option C. New utility theory of risky approach matched with von Neumann Morgenstern. D1. Yes, it is there in option C. Option C is the correct answer. Given paradox occurs when income effect is greater than substitution effect, equal to substitution effect, less than substitution effect, negative and greater than the substitution effect. So when compared with the income effect, how is substitution effect? By comparing income effect with the substitution effect, you have to decide the given good or given paradox. For this I have discussed elaborately under the head splitting of price effect into income effect and substitution effect. Please visit my channel. Now let me give the correct answer. D. Option D is the correct answer. Negative and greater than substitution effect. Income effect must be negative, and this negative income effect is stronger than or greater than the substitution effect. Well, there ends our discussion. We shall meet in the next video session.